I will tell you a bold idea. It is simple. It is also striking. Different human groups can evolve traits like animals that live in the same kinds of places. I call this human-animal convergent evolution. It means similar environments, similar pressures, shape both people and animals in similar ways. Not that a person becomes a wolf or a wolf becomes a person. It's about echoes, shared responses to life's grand challenges, finding food, staying warm, avoiding danger. The solutions often look remarkably alike. Imagine a cold, wind-swept mountain range, small alpine mammals, short limbs, stocky bodies to conserve heat, thick winter fur, careful, measured movement on rocky slopes. Now think of people who've lived there for generations. Shorter limbs too, more compact bodies, thick clothing from local materials, a cultural fur, a gait built for stability on uneven ground. The mountain sculpts both. The pressures are the same. The results, one biological, one a mix of biology and culture, show convergence. Convergent evolution is a standard idea in biology. Think of bats, think of birds. Bat, mammal. Bird, Neanderthal reptile descendant. Both evolved wings to conquer the air. Or think of sharks, think of dolphins. Shark, mock, fish. Dolphin, mammal. Both sleek and streamlined for fast swimming. They look different but solve the same problem, moving efficiently in the ocean. My question, can this idea apply across species, animals and human groups? Can the same logic that explains bat and bird wings explain parallels between Arctic people and polar bears? Short answer, yes, in many small but meaningful ways. Long answer, a journey into how this happens, the evidence, and why it changes how we see our place in nature. It invites us to look for connecting patterns. The echoes are there if we look. To understand these echoes, we must first name the forces at work. Nature has its primary tool, natural selection. For animals, this process is mainly biological. Individuals with traits that help them survive and reproduce are more likely to pass those traits on. A thicker coat in a cold climate, a keener eye in an open plain, a stronger jaw for a tough diet. The environment is the ultimate judge of what works and what does not. For humans, the story is more complex. We are also shaped by biological selection, but we have another powerful tool, culture, knowledge, behaviors, beliefs, tools that we pass down through learning. It moves much, much faster than genetic evolution. A new idea can spread through a population in a single generation. Humans watch, learn, and copy. Crucially, we can watch animals. We see how they solve problems. We can then borrow their solutions, adapting them to our own needs. This cultural adaptation is a shortcut, a way to find what works without waiting for our genes to catch up. The interaction between these two forces, biology and culture, is where the magic happens. A cultural practice adopted quickly can change the environment in which our biology is selected. For example, a group learns to process tough foods by cooking them. The selective pressure for powerful jaws and large teeth might lessen over generations. The cultural change creates a new path for biological change to follow. In this way, culture and biology are not separate forces, but partners in a dance of adaptation. They work together, shaping human groups in response to the world around them. The result is a fascinating pattern of convergent traits across species sharing the same landscape. It is not just about one or two things: body shape, diet, social organization, how we perceive the world. The environment presents a set of problems. Animals solve them through biological evolution. Humans solve them through a combination of cultural innovation and biological response. When you stand back and look at the inhabitants of a specific place, dense jungle, vast desert, icy tundra, you can sometimes see the same answers written in different languages. So, yeah, that's where the shaping hand becomes clear. Let us look at some clear examples, starting with the most visible, the human body. The shape and size of our bodies are not random. They are often a response to the climate we live in. Allen's rule, Bergmann's rule. Animals in cold climates tend to have stockier bodies and shorter limbs. Think of a polar bear. Think of an Arctic fox. Their compact forms are efficient at staying warm. Now, look at human populations in the Arctic, like the Inuit. Shorter limbs, stockier build. Classic example. Now, travel to a hot, arid savanna. Long, slender limbs help cover distance and dissipate heat. Consider pastoralists like the Maasai. Tall, long-limbed builds, adaptation for enduring heat and long-distance walking. The parallel is striking. Diet also leaves its mark: faces and teeth. Large herbivores, predators, scavengers evolve strong jaws and specialized teeth. Early human groups eating tough foods show robust jaws, larger molars. Modern soft foods reduce those demands. Cooking softened that pressure. But the principle remains: what you eat shapes your skull. Even our skin color is adaptive, mirroring animal strategies. In animals, coloration aids camouflage or thermoregulation. Humans, pigmentation defends against UV. Near the equator, darker skin protects. Far from it, lighter skin helps vitamin D. Same idea across animals. The parallels are not just skin deep, they extend to how we act. Behavior, like body form, is shaped by the environment. In open grasslands, animals form tight groups, post sentinels, sound alarms. Humans in exposed places echo this with loyalty, close cooperation, and sophisticated warning systems. Another area of convergence is hunting strategies. Watch a documentary of wolves hunting, then read accounts of persistence hunting. In a dense, dark forest, visibility is poor. Nocturnal and deep forest dwellers rely more on hearing and smell. Their world is a tapestry of sounds and scents. Human rainforest groups develop languages and knowledge rich in sounds and smells, interpreting a rustle, a particular flower's scent. In contrast, open plains favor sight. Survival depends on spotting far-off cues. Culture and communication reflect this visual emphasis. Migratory birds and turtles use magnetism, sun, and stars, an innate GPS. Humans don't have the same built-in hardware, but long-distance cultures built remarkable solutions. Polynesian navigators read waves, clouds, and stars, a cultural system matching a sea turtle's navigation. Same problem, crossing a vast, featureless space. Different mechanisms, equally brilliant. How does this process begin? It often starts with culture, our unique ability to observe, learn, and imitate. People are natural observers. For thousands of years, we've watched animals closely. We see what works and apply it. Learning spreads quickly through stories, demonstrations, and shared practice, even disappearing into the landscape with camouflage. Culture lets us adopt an animal solution in an afternoon. Over many generations, cultural habits can influence our biology. Imagine diving cultures inspired by otters or seabirds. Diet central to life. Subtle adaptations like lung capacity or cold tolerance leave more offspring. Culture shifts first. Genetic change may follow slowly. So be careful. A human-animal parallel could be cultural imitation, shared biological adaptation, or a complex mix of both. While this idea is powerful, we must approach it with care and intellectual honesty. It is easy to see patterns where none exist. People are not animals. Our complex minds, symbolic language, and deep cultures make us unique. Culture often acts as a buffer. We don't need thick fur when we can weave a blanket, or wings when we can build an airplane. Similarity isn't always convergence. Some traits are inherited, homology, or spread via contact. To argue convergence, rule out shared ancestry and cultural diffusion with careful historical, genetic, and archaeological work. Best evidence comes from repetition. Similar environments yielding similar human-animal parallels across continents, among unrelated peoples and fauna, backed by global datasets. We see hints. harpoons and kayaks across Arctic peoples, independent water strategies in deserts. It reframes human diversity and our place in nature, the same winds, sun, soil, and rain that mold fox and eagle, also, in their own way, mold us. For centuries, indigenous cultures learned from animals to find food, medicine, and pathways. Today, biomimicry studies shark skin for faster swimsuits and termite mounds for self-cooling buildings. Recognizing convergence deepens this connection. Animals aren't just clever design prompts, they are living proof of what it takes to thrive in a place. Their bodies and behaviors are accumulated wisdom. When we see an animal, we should not just see a strange other, but a fellow inhabitant solving complex problems we may also face, a mirror reflecting shared pressures. This view dissolves the artificial wall between humanity and nature. We are not just living on the earth, we are of the earth. In the end, this theory is not a story about sameness. It is a story of echoes. It enriches human complexity by placing it in ecological context. It invites us to look more closely, listen more carefully, and see the subtle threads that connect us to the web of life. When we recognize these echoes, similar shapes, behaviors, strategies, appearing in different species facing the same world, we understand nature and ourselves more deeply. And in this age of ecological crisis, understanding that connection has never been more important. They are echoes across species and across time, reminders that the same world shapes us all,